biopharmaceutical innovations to prevent and treat conditions have led to impressive reductions in morbidity and mortality. In fact, with colleagues from Harvard Medical School, we published a paper in Health Affairs in 2020 that's showing a third of life expectancy increases over the past 2 decades are attributable to pharmaceuticals.
We've gone through a renaissance in the way patients with not only cancer, but various indications and areas of disease have been treated. From my own personal experience in heart or cell therapies, these have really pushed the boundary of patients with cancer, and they've been instrumental in bringing hope to patients and their families.
I consider the most important biopharmaceutical innovation of the past 20 years to be genetic modulators for cystic fibrosis. They have impacted a huge portion of the CF population, allowing better day-to-day quality of living experiences for people with CF, as well as better medical outcomes.
For autoimmune forms of arthritis, and particularly rheumatoid arthritis is one that people tend to be most familiar with, the advent of biologic disease-modifying anti-rheumatic drugs has been absolutely revolutionary. There are stories of what waiting rooms, for example, looked like in doctors' offices, where you would often hear described as a sea of wheelchairs. And then after biologic medications became common for treating RA, you rarely see that anymore.
If we don't continue to push hard to innovate, to be able to have the new medications in 20 years that I could look back on the same way as I do for the drugs that I use routinely for hepatitis, for cancer, for heart disease, for mental health, a great opportunity I think will be missed.
There are still people waiting for innovation. About 10% of the CF community does not qualify for the available modulators, so we need other innovations.
Our concern is that if there's not further innovation in the treatment of arthritis, that patients will continue to experience high and oftentimes debilitating levels of pain, and it's something that they'll have to face for the rest of their lives.
Unlike many other industries, this really is a matter of life and death. In other industries, if we get it wrong, you may not have the model of car you want, or the style of fashion you want, or the type of electronics that you want. If we get it wrong in the pharmaceutical industry, people really do die or they really do suffer. If we get it right, we make a huge life-changing difference to people's real lives.